Everybody, welcome back to day 4 of our market bag crochet along. I'm getting quite excited about seeing the finished product now. Row 17 complete, and we're getting some real depth to the bag. As you can see, there's some really lovely colour changes going on with this yarn. In fact, I don't think the screen's doing it justice. In real life, I'm really impressed with the colours that have come from this, so I would definitely recommend this hooked wavy blend in future. And it looks like I'm easily going to make it with one cake, so that's ideal. Oh, see me there just flashing my poorly finger. Probably you shouldn't give me sympathy. I just was being very silly with a penknife but I was trying to make a toy for the children, so you know, some pros and some cons to the situation, but I have just put a really deep slice right along there, and it's so tight now that I can't to stop the bleeding, that I now can't feel into my finger, so bear with if I'm going a bit slow. Okay, I can hear you all saying oh, so thanks guys. Even if you're not, I'm just going to pretend that you are. Okay, so let's crack on. So this is the height of our bag now. So if for any reason you do want to make your bag taller, then there is no harm in just continuing to repeat the one mesh repeat in each chain space round to give yourself a bit more depth. That is the thing about patterns, like you don't have to stick to them rigidly. They're a really great starting point, and often people have put lots of hours into them, so they're really great. But if they don't meet your needs, then you can always tweak them, and it won't do any harm to the rest of the pattern if you do just make it a little bit deeper. So that's up to you if you do want to continue. I'm going to stop here this time. And then we're going to chain 2 straight from where we slip stitched into that double crochet. So we are not slip stitching into the chain space this time. This is our last round to just neaten off the top before we make the handle. So we chain 2, which again isn't counting as a stitch, and then we're going to double crochet into that same space. Yes, that is hurting my finger a lot. Okay, then we're going to single crochet into the chain space, and then double crochet into the next double crochet, which there's usually 2 together, so it'll be 2 double crochets because you can see another double crochet there. So basically into the top of every double crochet you're going to do a double crochet, and into the top of every chain space we're going to do a single crochet all the way round. So we're starting to make a bit of a neater edge. So we've got another double crochet here. Just bring that down a bit so you can see. Double crochet, and then we've got another double crochet here. So I just double crochet into that one, and then we've got a chain space. So in that chain space we're just going to do a single crochet, one single crochet, and then back to the double crochets, and you just continue that, and just it is into the top of the stitch because we've been working purely in chain spaces to here, but when we're doing these double crochets we are working into the top of the double crochet right there. So we put our hook through the top of the stitch, and then we do our double crochet. There we go, and another one into the stitch, double crochet, and then when we go into the chain space it's just through the big loop and single crochet, and you're going to complete that all the way to the end. So I'm nearly at the end of that round now, so I've just done my last chain space, and then we finish on a double crochet. And then we've got our slip stitch, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet, ignoring the chain 2 as we have all the way through the pattern. And that is the body of your bag complete. So well done for getting this far. We're now going to chain 2 to start the handle. So that chain 2 does not count as a stitch as previously, and we're going to do 12 double crochets along. So that's just 12 going into the same stitch as you've done your chain 2, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And that is the start of our handle. I'm going to leave it there and we will rejoin tomorrow to finish off our handle, or to do the next chunk of our handle. I hope that's all going well for you so far, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.